You want me to put that on my todger?
Harry's wife, crawling in the grass. What's crawling in the grass? Could it be Harry's wife, after all? She is something of a snake, and we all know that snakes make their way through the grass. Is she slithering her way to some other appointment where she has to be seen doing something mundane? Perhaps she's slithering her way to go and do a bit more hiking with hands on hips, standing in the road, well, not really doing any hiking at all. Perhaps it's not Harry's wife at all. Perhaps Oprah was looking to trim some of her apple tree, and while stood on a step ladder with her secateurs, leaned a little too far forward and tumbled over the fence, and found herself landing, rather unfortunately, inside Sussex territory. Unable to clamber back over, she faced a dilemma. She recognised that she'd be likely seen by Harry's wife, who would no doubtless give her a cooey, Oprah, long time no see, and attempt to sink her claws into Oprah. Thus perturbed by the prospect of having to listen to Harry's wife talking beige all afternoon, Oprah instead dropped down into the grass and has crawled away, hoping to evade being spotted by Harry's wife. Might it be that that's what's actually occurred? Could it be that the Prince of Pink Pancakes is being harangued by his wife once again, and therefore has decided that he's going to pretend to be a lion in the Serengeti, and instead he's crawling through the grass thinking, I am a lion, I am a man, despite the fact that he's been completely emasculated and his pink pods are currently held in his wife's handbag? Well, as always, despite all of this fascinating speculation on my part as to who or what has been crawling in the grass, we can turn to that bastion of journalistic excellence. No, not heat, but same letter that starts it. Of course, it's none other than Hello! Yes! PR puff pieces ahoy, as Hello is required as its role as chief supine publication to pump out some PR puff about the Sussexes. And this time, in an article written by Rachel Avery, who really ought to be hanging her head in shame, we're told the following. Watch Princess Lilibet crawling in the grass at Prince Harry and Harry's wife's dreamy mansion. On this occasion, we're getting triangulation with the child. Harry's wife, in order to ensure that she continues to appear in the news, has no problem whatsoever in using her daughter for the purposes of commentary and publication. Rather than continue with the privacy that she apparently craves, it's okay to put your kids out there. Don't show any photographs, but this time, why not have some footage of Princess Lilibet? The article tells us the Duke and Duchess of Sussex live in Monty Shit Show. No shit, didn't realise that. Thank you, Hello, you've informed me. They also live there with their 2 children. No, I hadn't realised that either. It's never been mentioned before. Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie. And during their filming for their Shitflix docuseries, which was last year, bringing up the past, their youngest was captured on camera in a very sweet moment. A young Lilibet was seen crawling across the grass at their sprawling estate, heading towards their flower beds, as her doting mother, Harry's wife, kept a watchful eye on the cameraman to ensure that he was getting all of this footage. Lilibet was wearing a patterned romper, grey cardigan, and adorable bow headband, as she made it her mission to cover as much ground as possible on her knees. Or rather, as a toddler, she's just crawling from one place to the other, but Hello have to dress it up as some monumental planned advance by the wee tot. Her fiery red hair is similar to that of Archie's when he was that age, inheriting their locks from their father, i.e. they'll be baldies before they know it. But that's enough about Lilibet. Let's get on to the garden. The couple's mammoth garden is the perfect place for their 2 children. Not only is there seemingly endless space for them to run and play, but there's also a hotel-worthy outdoor pool as a potential hazard for them, and a huge play park. Photographs taken from former listings of the property while it was on the market, because we can't be asked to get any new ones, show that he has every type of play equipment you could possibly think of. 2 slides, a climbing frame, a tight rope, a helter-skelter, and 2 types of climbing wall, all of which keep Harry occupied on most days. While the family are firmly settled in the home now, it could have been very different, as Harry's wife has previously explained that while they loved the appearance of their mansion when they were house hunting, they almost didn't go and view it, as it was out of their budget at the time, bringing the past up again, but this time something meaningless. Why are we being told that we almost might not have bought it? Who fucking cares? You did. It's a little bit like, oh, look, hello, my name's Bill, and I live in Alderley Edge. Here's a house I didn't buy. Put that on the front cover of some publication somewhere. Bringing up the past once again, speaking to The Cut, Harry's wife said, we didn't have jobs, and you still don't, so we were just not going to come and see this house. It wasn't possible. It's like when I was younger and you're window shopping. It's like, I don't want to go and look at all the things that I can't afford. That doesn't feel good. And of course, for her as a narcissist, it is actually a threat to control. That's why it doesn't feel good. But the property sold them at first sight, and so they got together the down payment and took out a mortgage to afford the spectacular home. Well, and that's what Hello has got to tell us. Absolutely fascinating, isn't it? That Lilibet's seen here from something that we've already seen in the past, crawling in the grass, but let's bring it up again some 5 or so months later. Thanks for that. Really interesting. And then let's tell you again about how they purchased their house and how they almost didn't purchase the house, but then they did purchase the house with a down payment and a mortgage. Like that's something that has never happened before. As you know, Hello regularly go to that barrel and they scrape away at the bottom of it to find some pap that they can tell us all about the Sussexes. Why do they do this? Because Harry's wife's PR approach is that she must always be talked about, that she always has to appear, and that she has to maintain this facade of having this idyllic life there with the Prince of Pink Pancakes, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. But you all know, as a consequence of my good offices and detailed work, that it's far from the country idyll, far from a bucolic life, and indeed it is one where the narcissist reigns. And she does so with her devaluing behaviours, showing no remorse, no guilt, no shame, and no emotional empathy. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.